Hello. Oops, that doesn't need to be on. Hi. Happy Friday. How are y'all doing? I am doing pretty good. Hello. We're back in Windmar Kingdom. And yeah, we're going to build some more on this prison today. It just turned night. Look at that. Hope y'all are doing well. I have been very busy trying to spend the last couple days searching jobs like crazy, and it eventually wore my brain out and had to stop today. Decided I should stream instead. Have a little relaxing, enjoyable time. So yeah, the last time I streamed the prison, we only had this part done. I also streamed a little... Hey, Nodi. Nodi, you're not supposed to take both. Breaking the system. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, so I built a bunch of this stuff off stream.
Sometimes you don't know when to stop.
Thanks for the resub, I really appreciate it. Oh. And we still have a bunch we need to do on the build, even though I did a bunch of stuff. And it looks like a lot of it's done. There's still a whole bunch that needs to be done. For example, we need to add like a whole system here for like cables and stuff that are actually supporting this bridge, because it can't just float like this. So we need to figure out how to do that. Between the two buildings, we have to add a whole bunch of prison cells over here. So I think what I'm going to do is actually build them from the outside in and like determine where I want them on the outside and just make a box for them, and then work at all the corridors and stuff like that afterwards on the inside of the mountain. And then we have a bunch of interior stuff we have to do, but I don't even know if we're gonna... I doubt we're gonna get to that today. Those are the two major things I wanted to do, is try and work on that bridge and get the prison cells built. The other thing I want to do is change this piece of rock that's here. It looks a little too unnatural. I would much rather it kind of flail out a little and be like this is just sitting on top of the stone piece, rather than there being a bunch of stuff extra. So I want to modify that also and make it a little bit more like this was built on top of like a rock outcropping instead of a big tater tot. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing today. There's a bunch of building. I also need to add a bunch of lights because everything is so dark. Wow. But this thing is gonna be a bit tricky. I'm not quite sure exactly how I'm gonna do this. I think I have to build like towers going up. Oh. Wow, that was weird. Got stuck there. But I want it to look... It doesn't have to go up that high, but it has to go up some. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It has to be like this, maybe? I never use something different. Has to go have like 2 like that, I think. Come on. And the same thing over here. Which means we have to remove this. Must be snapping. Yeah, there. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we can put this underneath. Rotate. Oh, that was wrong. This one. There we go. Looks a little weird. Maybe we should add a few more right here. Oops, not there. There. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. So then... Then we have to have cables that connect this whole thing. Which is gonna be a pain. How did I do that one? One on the outside? Okay, we'll do that here too. I'm gonna get rid of this. And then let's add those back in. So I can get up here easy. Okay, we need... thing I don't have, which is this, but just a single piece. Let's go down here and take a look, see if we can find it.
Hi.
Down here. In here, maybe? Over here? I can never remember where these are. Nope. I'm probably in the complete wrong area. Here? No. Here. Here. These. Take 3. also gonna take this and fill that up. Okay. Go back up here. Hope you guys are having a great Friday though. Uh-oh. You push that button, instantly you regret it. A garbage truck full of slime is dumped on top of you. There are odd chunks in it. Don't push the button. Hey, Princess Apple. Welcome in. Okay, so if I take this, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. These might be, we'll see. It should work. In theory, it should work. We'll see. I tried originally building this bridge out of the black coffins because I thought the black would look better. But the black coffins, they're slightly bigger than this, but the outside portion of them isn't a hitbox, so you like fall through as you're walking across, which is less than ideal when you're trying to make a bridge that you can walk across. It's not good to fall through. You found out the hard way. How am I doing today? Yeah, exactly. I was walking, I placed them all, and I had, fortunately, I had actual blocks underneath them, and so I just fell through and landed on a block, but I was like, yeah, that's not gonna work. It looks pretty. It's our prison build. I don't know if it's supposed to look pretty. It's supposed to look menacing. Menacing. I do also want to build another small little part that comes off of this one over here and goes out to this little island just from this level, and maybe have some cages hanging out here. Oh, sorry, it looks menacing as fuck. Yep, exactly. It doesn't want to let me go up there for some reason. Alright, this is going to be the tricky part. Maybe we don't need those that tall. How can we do this? We want it to be away from us. So the connection point touches a thing. Okay. Yeah, these aren't aligned. That's my fault. Mm. That works. One. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. Every single one of them is gonna be different. There. There. Not really. Kind of like this. Maybe I should put the top part in first, loosely based off of the bottom, and then put the bottom in after. Because, yeah, they're all just slightly different. We'll keep going, see how it goes. Yeah, this... Like that. That middle one is not lined up. We'll just adjust them later. Or now. Oh, whoops. That was wrong. Pro tip, don't fall off your build while you're building. Whoops. Come on. None of the E buttons are connecting. Every time I push E, it doesn't go up to it. Yeah, this one's broke. I need to fix that one. How can I do that? Maybe I can just move this one over here more, somewhere on the front of it. Yep, that's gonna hurt. I realize. Okay. Oh, I can't get over there now. My jumping skills are less than desirable today. This is a horrible job of jumping. Okay. You be here. Put this there maybe? Okay, that works. Now does this one work? No. I think I have to... Oh man, I'm almost died. I think I have to put it where it's facing out instead of facing forward. It's not going to work to go through your hand anyway. That's probably why what the problem is. Let's try there. Can I even see that one down? That worked. And change this though. I don't have any healing stuff on me, so we just have to be patient and wait for my health to come back. There we go. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna move those, the bottom ones, so they line up, rather than trying to adjust them. And then when it's like this, I'm gonna lower that one into the thing. Okay, and then we'll start from this side. Please fit. Oh, get the stupid green arrow out of my face. You were on the phone. What are you freaking out about? These don't line up. That's really concerning. Mm. It's just gonna have to be how it is. We'll have to try and add like a light here or something that kind of masks that it's broken. Okay, let's try the other side. Reset. Go here.
Wazza!
What's that? What's that? Okay, you're going. Why are you doing that? What is going on here? This. That is correct. I think we have to go up one now. Mm-hmm. And up one more. Two more. Just keep going. Keep it going. Green arrow, get out of my way. I can't see. This one's not gonna work because this one's in the way. Let's remove that for now. Go like that. That works. Okay. Now we have to remove a bunch of these and fix them. Oh, that one didn't work. We're gonna have to fix this. This is a little bit tricky because the bridge doesn't go straight across. It like angles a little bit to the side. So yeah. Why is this not wanting to touch? I think I have to get rid of that one. That's better. Okay. Pick this one up. Pick this one up. Pick this one up. Sure. Uh, We should really redo this. Alright. Alright. You're gonna go from this side. In the way. Well, soon gonna be too dark to do anything. Uh-huh. Moonlight is pretty. Okay. Try again. There. Oh. Wow. What? What? Does this take me 2 days of building? This was 2 days of building, yeah. And now today's the 3rd day. But they were full days. I mean, I think it was like 7 hours each day, so it wasn't just like 1 or 2 hours. It was a lot of building. Lot of building. Okay. Are you gonna work now? Yes. The other day though, when I was sorry, I'm just in focus mode here. The other day when I did these 2 towers and like a bunch of the work over on the main part of the prison, I wasn't streaming at all. And it's a lot, I don't know. Sometimes when you're not streaming, it's much easier to really focus in and like solidify your ideas, I think. I think it was just a good building day. Other days I can be building and it takes forever to come up with a single idea that I actually like. Full of ideas, just not necessarily ones I like. I'm gonna skip those. I definitely can take my time. We're gonna lower these down because they don't need to be that high now. Oops. Yeah. And we'll keep this. Come on. There we go. Doesn't quite align, but it's not that bad. I've seen worse. This definitely has that eerie, cool looking prison vibe. I hope so. I want to change this though. This really bugs me. Like I want it to look like it's sitting on like a rocky outcropping, not just like a big tube. This one's kind of better because it's not just one single shape. It's kind of like different things. Yeah, over here, I think I want to build like a little platform here that you can look out of, but then have those cages, the prison cages, like hanging off the end here. I think I'm only gonna do 3 though. I don't want to go over the top with it. We need to change this though. Wonder if I should change it to a different rock type or if it should just be regular stone. Probably should just be regular stone. We don't have any stone on us. Let's go get some stone. Hey guys, how's it going? I didn't even need to do that. They were my friends. Okay, that should be enough now. Yeah, now I have 65,000. Okay. I think I need to start at the top and then work my way down. Gradually get just slightly bigger. Yeah, I want to take a bunch of this stuff away. All this excess that's here. Whoops. There's a gnome up here in the grass. Funny. The other part of this is gonna be to actually make it look natural instead of like man-made. Add the gnomes as prisoners or as workers. What do you mean? Yeah, this whole side needs to go away. I probably could just do this. Gotta be a lot of destruction first before there's something that looks right. Okay, so we can go here. Oops. Oops. This playlist, it has, what does it have? 894 songs and it's 60 hours long. And I used to have it on shuffle, but then I recently found out that the Spotify shuffle isn't a true shuffle. It plays songs it thinks you want to hear first. So there's a buried setting where you can actually change it to true shuffle. So I changed that the other day. So now we have a much more random shuffle. Uh-oh. Wrong button. It really helps that I have experience making prison builds. I don't know what you're talking about. This is the first prison I've ever built. It's similar to a luxury accommodation that I made at one point, but yeah, I don't know. I still need to do some more of the builds on that actually. For you guys. I tried making the little easy character for your build, and my thought was to take one of the snowmen and shove it upside down and then put it on top of like a round column, but they just weren't the right size. So then the sail kind of went out of my, or the wind went out of my sails, and I abandoned that concept. So I have to come up with some other idea of how to make the easy logo. Okay, let's go down. But I am still thinking about those. I just haven't actually built a lot in that world. Hey. my unique touches to the build is what we appreciate. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out a good way of doing that. I also really wish for some of the builds you could automate things. Because Jaunty Pepper asked for a swing, and it would be really cool if you actually could have a swing swinging. So I have to like figure out a way to make it look like the swing is swinging, which I think I have a solution for that, but it's getting a little better. It just looked wrong before. This little outcropping. It didn't quite look like there should be a tower on top of it. It more felt like something else. I don't know. This I don't mind it coming out over here. This we're gonna get rid of. I wonder if we should lean into that it kind of curves out like that and dig this side out a little. Kind of neat. A little disturbing that there's a tower hanging on like a rock that's not fully like that. And this side we need to fix. And that can come down more too. Yep, that looks good. This is really disturbing.
What's up?
What's up, Zaust? What's up?
A duck walked up to a lemonade stand and he said to the man running the stand, "Hey, bump, 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 got any grapes?"
Grapes? Well, hope your Friday's going well. Busy building a prison.
Wazza!
Wazza! I have told Sal several times that she really should make like a whole bunch of redeem noises and sell them on like Etsy or something. Thanks for the official alert, Sals. I added that because a lot of people want to lurk, and I realized I didn't have a redeem if they wanted to redeem it. I do not do well at building without supports. Oh, this is the dirt. That's what's happening. Oh, whoops. That was meant to be undos. Undo. Maybe there should be like a column of stone coming down on just a part of it on the other side, so it doesn't look like it's hanging so much. I don't know. Get rid of that. Like right here, I could put a piece of stone coming down this way. I think we'll do that. It looks a little bit too much like this wouldn't be possible. How's the driving lessons going? It's not. The driving lessons, we're going on Sunday to take an introductory course that you need. So that's what I just signed us up for. And then after that, it's gonna be interesting. I don't know. She is gonna turn 19 in June, so it's pretty late, you know, for somebody to start learning how to drive, but it's kind of like good also because she's way more mature than most teenagers who are like trying to learn to drive. She said though that she's like, yeah, the first couple times I'm just gonna want you to drive around where I'm actually paying attention to what you're doing instead of, you know, just sitting around in the car, you know, getting driven somewhere or going somewhere. It's like I'm gonna actually pay attention to what you're doing. Which I guess is a good approach. Chance buzzing with prison architect dreams. Whitemare is all for the labor camp realism, while Stream Elements drops the hot tips on snaying those enshrouded goodies. Easy to Forget's unique prison flair gets a shout out, and the dance emotes are in full force. Meanwhile, Zos lurks like a pro, and we're curious about those driving lessons. Join the chaos and hit that follow button. Prison Breakout Party. Prison break-in, maybe. I'm gonna go this way a little. Oh. Something's wrong over here. Or something looks wrong over here. Just looks wrong. These should go further down. Let's do this. Okay. Let's get rid of all this now and see what it looks like. Do I like this? I don't know. One good thing about your shaders take 12 minutes to complete after updating your GPU driver. Funny. This definitely looks better. It should come off a little bit more right there though. Here. Oh no, the darkness. The darkness is setting in. Over here, there's this hole that goes down in there. You could really get lost down in there if you fall. Okay, does this look natural? I'm not quite sure. I think it looks better than what it was, that's for sure. It looks sturdy and proportioned. It doesn't look like a big marshmallow anymore. Okay, what does it look like from up here? Can't really even see it from there. Something not quite right about how straight these are, but I don't know how I fix that. We don't have bendy ones. One cool thing about this is that now when you're down here, and you look up on the mountain, you actually see stuff. Boom, boom, boom. It's like sunset, not sunrise. So I think it'll be really cool when more buildings are added, like all along here. I think it looks better. I think I want to work on the prison cells now. And we'll do this later. How are we gonna plot those out? I think from here. I was thinking maybe of having 2 rows. Use this. Uh-oh.
Ready to have some fun? Let's do it.
I am ready to have some fun. Hey Tari, how are you? Thanks for coming over and raiding. I really appreciate that. Welcome in everybody who does not know me. My name is Easy to Forget. I'm attempting to wave, and you can't do that with a build tool in your hand. Hello. We're currently working on a prison. On the Windmire Kingdom build. Tari, if you need to raid and run, I understand that completely. I know now is your lunchtime normally. Feel free to drop out, eat if you need to do that. We're working on this prison though. We now are gonna try and create some prison cells up here that stick out of the mountain with little bars going across. But yeah, this is the Windmire Kingdom. There's 11 different builders who are part of it, building a whole bunch of different craziness. And we're building up here. It's gonna be a castle up above eventually. But yeah, we're just busy building the prison, as one does. Like, I don't want it. This is the level of where this comes out to, but I think I want it like halfway up where like there's a little stairwell inside the rock. Then the prison, they like at least start there. So let's put the first one here. I think we're gonna do them 4 blocks. Turn snapping off, please. So this, that's the height, right? Yeah, that's the height. Wait, no. Oh no! Mistakes! Mistakes were made! I think that the outside is a little deceptive. I'm gonna make sure that I do it right so I don't have to redo it. Because once I dig into the mountain, it's kind of hard to fix that. We see you lurking like a pro. Hope you're finding your perfect spot in the prison. Wow. Yeah, so this up here, let's just, for funsies, add a little hole over here. So we know what level it's at. Crouch. Let me go. Nope. Won't let me go. Oh, I deleted those. I didn't want to do that. Undo. We're 2 up though from that thing. 2 up. Huh? Yeah, these 2 are the foundation, and that's where it actually starts. So that means this should be there. And that means I want these on this level. Just trying to think in my head how this will look. Right, I'm committing. There to there. Right, I'm gonna see how this looks. So yeah, if we have those staggered across. Uh-oh. The prisoners have better views looking at the town. The new IRL? Yeah, that is kind of an interesting factor, especially the Princess Tower that's over there. They have probably one of the best views, but it's supposed to be for royalty, so. Erwin's here lurking. Thanks to lurk, Erwin. I know she's streaming with Eva, playing Hightail. Yeah, I think if we did start them there, and then do another row above as well, I think that'll be okay. They're gonna have a pretty nice view from here though. But they are in prison, so, you know, there's a trade-off. Maybe have a gap of 1 and then have it go this way. The thing is that they all are gonna stick out at, like, this one's gonna be further out than that one. Ba, ba, ba. I think 4 is where we're gonna do it. Then the next row is gonna be up 1 and starting. Like that. Yeah, I think that's as far over as we can go. And that one should be slightly back. Maybe this one's curved at an angle. We'll see what we can do with that. This one needs to go back though. That one's fine. Whoops. Good enough. Okay. Bah. Let me up. Let me up. Come on. Come on. Stretch. And hydrate. Stretch and hydrate. I'll do that when I get up here. I'll take a look. Yeah, we should add one more right there too. Yep. Maybe we should have 3 rows. Actually, I think I should get rid of that one so it's not too close to these stairs. And then add one here and maybe add another one there. And then add another row above. We're gonna have to fix this though. That's gonna be fun. Should be pretty easy actually, I think. Donk, 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 donk. Oof. Oof. Okay. Turn snapping off, please. Thank you. no. Whoops. Whoops. I almost did the same thing again. Make it so I don't die, please. Thank you. Okay. Turn snapping back on. Thank you. Do that. Do that. Remove, remove. There we go. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one more. One like here. Okay, and then we're gonna go up from here. There and there. Yeah, we'll just do 3 on there. Think. Maybe just 3. Oops. Too much stuff in the way. I need to delete all that stuff. Whoops. We need to delete all the things. We're gonna have to add this stuff back in just a second, but I need to see how it looks. Should actually get some more of the grapple things so we can grapple up here better, faster, rather than trying to jump everywhere. Okay. We should have one more there, just to kind of fill that out. Wonder if we should have one here and have two here. We might do that. One there, two there. Ooh. One and two, and one and two, and one and two. Oops. Mm-hmm. So do one here. Oh, that was wrong. Whoops. Hmm. Whoops. Hmm. Try again. Undo. Redo. And then we're going to put two up here. Yeah, that looks good. That looks like a prison. Okay, now we have to actually make it work. The prison yard. I think there's going to be maybe some mines that happen. You know, like they don't get yard work, they have to do mining. But I don't know how that's going to work. What I need to figure out now is if these are going to stick out or if they're going to be like level with the rock face. You voted on the name
It gets
thing?
feeling
Yeah.
good sometime when you don't know when to stop.
Thanks, Spark, for the sub. Appreciate it. Hey, Lisa, by the way. Yeah, with the name, I saw you voted. Thank you for voting. We did get a name chosen in the other world for the dude on the mountain. He now has one of the most complex names I've ever heard of in my life, but that was not for me to decide. So I have to now come up with some kind of lore for who that person is. The long one won, yep. The really long one, so that has Abercrombie as part of the name, which is a weird choice. Okay, let's start off here. Can you turn snapping off, please? Did you make your 6 out of 6 yesterday, by the way? I was busy doing other things. I had to drop away. No! Today is a new day. And you have a month to get it, so... Oh, you only have today and tomorrow? I thought you had a month to be able to do it. Or start over. Interesting. Yeah, that one sticks out too much. Maybe not though. Depends on if I want them to stick out or not. Okay, if we put... We need to have this be a different block though. This... This song only reminds you of Cell because it's in French. Come on, admit it. I have no idea. Like, my French is non-existent, basically, so I just like the way Joyce Jonathan sounds. Oh, you pushed the button and got... You looked out. There's a lot more options now, by the way. You lucked out, though. So if I do this and then it goes like, oh, I need to put those down there. How big are these? Hmm. Her voices and giggles is soothing, cheerful too. Yeah. You have told her that. Sorry, can't see what I'm doing. I have told her that her voice is, there's something in her voice that like just is really joyful. Because I think a lot of people like her French voice, you know, like the accent. But I used to play a bunch of, I used to be a, whatchamacallit, guild leader for Final Fantasy 14 for the longest time. And we had a bunch of French people in there. Oh, that's gonna look really good actually. Bonk! Yeah, there's no food to worry about on this one. Dragons do not redeemed. That's gonna look good if we do them all like that. These ones are gonna be interesting though.
A few
I don't know if I can do
later.
those angles because of the way that these are. Dragon, chill. Just chill. The redeems will still be there. It's like I needed to do all the redeems. Hey Tari. I don't know if you were in here earlier, but hello. Am I getting overwhelmed yet? Yeah, I am. That GIF you posted in the Discord, if somebody is prone to seizures, they definitely are getting a seizure from that GIF. I don't know if you should maybe switch it to spoiler so it's not like forced on people. I like this though. This is gonna work. And then we're gonna have to put some kind of lights in there so they're all lit up. You removed the gift, it was too much. Why does Lisa say that you're ignoring her? Don't know. Might have missed something. We're currently working on, for those, I don't know. For those of you who don't know what we're actually doing here, this is the Windmire Kingdom, a community build server hosted by Erwin. There's 11 different builders, and we're currently working on building a prison. And what we're doing is building out the actual prison cells now that are going to be built into the face of the mountain here. This is the warden's office and guardhouse. This is a guardhouse, and that's the princess tower for all the royal captives. And the only way out there is from that dangly bridge. Then we also have to build an actual bridge under here, like an arch. Meow, 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 meow. Why are we sad? He indeed is the redeemed master. Oh, you didn't get a hello? Yeah, that can happen sometimes. So do I try and make these angled? Or do I keep them all straight? I think they look cooler angled. I'll attempt the angle, and if it doesn't work, we'll have to do something else. The angle's got character, yeah. I agree. Do it. Just do it. I'm not gonna put the prison bars in all these though. Remove, add, remove, add, remove. Because I want to keep them open to be able to build out the actual prison corridors. So we'll just do the framework for these, and then we'll come back and add the... We'll add all the grates from the inside when all that's done. Just do it. I'm really risking it by keeping the gaps this big in between here. I'm gonna fall between them. I was wrong. Thankfully that was there. The thing is, you can have this scroll in and out by using Q and the scroll wheel. But it was at max scroll. And I almost kept falling off. Dang it. That was intentional, you guys. I planned to do that. I was just testing it out. See if you guys are on your toes. that is wrong. Why is it so hard? Why is it so hard? Up this way. Oops. Turn that back on. Why? Why? Okay, turn that off again. Oh no, an ad break. Crap. Chaotic joy in Easy's prison building paradise. Whitebear wonders the yard's mountain bound? While a silly six casts their vote in the name game. Subpipe with Mindspark's 6-month streak drops reminder. Link those accounts. Sells explosive journey echoes with soothing giggles in the mix. Dragon Streaming dials back the gift chaos. Redeem overload. And the chat, just another day in paradise. That sounded a little bit like Hotel California Paradise, maybe? I'm gonna put you there. How are we gonna do this? Okay, let's say this is here. Every waking hour. Okay. If we put this up here, then let's see, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 divided by 4. That doesn't work that good. We're gonna have to do 3, and then we'll do 4, and then we'll do 3. Oh wait. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and we'll do 4. 3434. Sure. Oh. Okay, guys. Sorry. I have to abruptly end the stream. Daughter just called and has a flat tire on her bike. So I need to go drive over and get her bike, pick her up, and do all the things. So I have to end. Many apologies. Many apologies. She's stranded though. Gotta go help her. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. I really am sorry. I do need to go though. I don't really even have time to raid out, so go maybe over. We'll just do a super fast raid and go over to Erwin and Eva. And I'm not gonna give it time to go or say any closing stuff. I'm just gonna dump you guys over there. They're playing Hyrule, which is the kind of Minecraft game. So go have fun over there. Tell them I can't say hi.